Back here at halftime on Spanish Fork 17. Right now, Maple Mountain 28 and the visiting Spanish Fork Dons 26. Great to be with everybody here on a Saturday night. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, when you take a look at this game, maybe on paper and compared records, you might not have thought it was going to be this close. But
we knew better.
I mean, it's Maple Mountain versus Spanish Fork. Is there going to be anything different than a dramatic finish or a close game that comes down to the fourth quarter? I haven't seen a blowout yet.
Well, you know, Maple Mountain is up 28-26, but I think Spanish Fork controlled that whole first half. They played great defense against Liz Eaton. It wasn't until the last 5 minutes of the game that she just kind of went off. Some of the big things, though, Cambry Hazel for Spanish Fork, 4 points, all from free throws. They need to get her down inside, post her up one-on-one if Maple Mountain's going to keep playing that man defense. And I'd play an inside-outside game between Cambry Hazel and Kenzie Branch.
And it's kind of interesting to see because it's not like she's not getting touches. Cambry Hazel's touching it at least once every possession, sometimes multiple times on the possession. She's just getting all of a sudden maybe a double team, and she's doing the right thing. She's passing it out when that happens, but maybe if she gets a little more aggressive for Spanish Fork and things like that. But that's kind of when you kind of wonder, you know, you don't want to get her in foul trouble, especially in a first half situation. But I think the other thing, Elise Wilson was able to find a way to get to the free throw line multiple times throughout that half, and that really kind of helps set the tone.
She has 2 baskets and 4 free throws herself, usually averaging about 6 points a game. She has 6 in the first half. And they needed her to step up with the absence of Hazel and Branch in the scoring column.
The interesting thing now as you turn to Maple Mountain, Jerry, was we talked about it a lot last year. Not all the time on the air because we didn't do a lot of the girls' games last year. We talked about how much Liz Eaton sometimes played, out of control is not the right word, but sometimes she would dribble into 3 or 4 people and then turn the ball over or commit a foul. We've seen her once again get in foul trouble tonight for Maple Mountain. She's got 3. Somebody's got to step up for Maple Mountain.
It kind of looked like that she didn't have confidence in her teammates. Wouldn't kick the ball out when she had open teammates. When the entire 5-person defense collapsed on her, she's very reticent to kick it out to one of her open teammates. But she's done a lot better this year. Got more people involved. But still, Liz Eaton, up until probably about 3-4 minutes left in the first half, only had about 6 points and then exploded for 15.
And that's the thing to take a look at. I think if you're Spanish Fork, is you've been playing this 2-3 zone all night. Maple Mountain hasn't hit the shots yet to kind of take you out of that. But right now, if you're Alyssa Larson in Spanish Fork, you have to think about making the decision now that Eaton's starting to get hot. We saw Nicole Hain hit one. Lily Jex is just bound to hit one before we know it. Do you have to make
Lily
that?
Jex has hit one. She has 1 3-pointer on the night, and that's her only score. But I think Coach Larson should come back out in that 2-3 because it frustrated frustrated Maple Mountain, and see if they come out and have a hot hand. Because it worked. It worked 3/4 of that first half.
And right now, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a 2-point game at the half. Coaches will make adjustments. Is there such thing as a coach of maybe making an over adjustment or making too many?
Oh yeah, especially when you know that the other coach is going to be making adjustments as well. You always have to have a plan B and a plan C, and like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get smacked in the mouth.
Yeah, and I
love that quote.
And that's just the thing. You take a look at it. What adjustments? Let's put your coach hat on. What adjustments are you making if you're Spanish Fork right now?
Spanish Fork, I would try and get the ball. I'd play post-up basketball with Cambry Hazel. Spread everyone else. If Maple Mountain's going to stay in the man defense, spread everybody out, and let Cambry go one-on-one. And if they collapse on her, kick it out to Kenzie Branch or to Elise Wilson, who's shown that she can score tonight.
What's the keys? What adjustments do you make for Maple Mountain?
Maple Mountain, I would stay out of foul trouble. Coach Green should be in there talking to him about. I've never seen so many reaches in the first half. Out of position, move your feet, stop reaching with your hands, play good position. They've taken good shots. The lid's been closed though, and maybe shoot more from outside. What's
the difference in this ball game? What does it come down to?
I think the difference is going to be down to Cambry Hazel versus Liz Eaton. Who can put the team on their back, and the senior Liz Eaton and the junior Cambry Hazel. Both with their qualities, it's going to be a good game right down to the wire, I think.
So here we go. We have a second half coming up. Maple Mountain Spanish Fork. It's Eaton against Hazel. We'll find out what happens after the break. You're watching high school basketball on Spanish Fork 17.
MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Start of the second half here on Spanish Fork 17, Maple Mountain 28, Spanish Fork 26. A 2-point game. Dons with the basketball to open the third. Here's Cambry Hazel and
that looked like a travel. Drag that back foot.
Great defensive positioning there by Nicole Hain.
So Spanish Fork looks like they were trying to get into Cambry Hazel, listening to my advice.
There's Eaton, misses
and
the three.
3-pointers going up by Maple Mountain.
Maybe the teams were watching the halftime show in the locker room.
Doesn't everybody?
I mean, I want to say that, but who knows?
There's a new big body inside for Spanish Fork. No, that's Mikkel McGuire. Looked a little taller down here on our side.
Mikkel McGuire limited in the first half, I believe. She only had the one foul, but here's Liz Eaton. Stay tuned here in the second half for the Lance Wilson State Farm great assist as we go throughout this ball game. And that one's stolen away there by Mackenzie Branch.
Long arms.
McGuire back out top. Here's Branch, goes around the screen, now sets it back up, lobs it inside. Tries to get it inside to Hazel, but stolen away. Nicole Hain into the front court, running 3-on-3. Branch does a great job there stopping penetration. Eaton for three, got it.
3-pointer.
Give Nicole Hain a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist there on that pass over to Liz Eaton.
She had to pass that backwards to get it to Liz.
Here's Cambry Hazel against Nicole Hain. And Hazel once again, almost, I think she might have gotten away with the travel again, but we're gonna get a foul here. And
where's that on?
No, it's gonna go against Cambry Hazel. It's an offensive foul.
Oh, wow.
Third foul against Cambry Hazel, and it's the first team foul against Spanish Fork.
That does not bode well for Spanish Fork. She immediately has to sit down.
31-26, here's Liz Eaton. Moving the basketball, here's Nicole Hain. Floats that one up, left it short. Rebounds to be tipped around to Jex. Down the lane, throws it up, she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Way to force the issue, Lily Jex on the long rebound.
And the foul is going to go against Mackenzie Branch, her second. And it's going to be the second team foul. Lily Jex goes to the line to shoot two. Free throw on its way. That one off by Branch. Or sorry, off by Lily Jex.
That went straight in.
It's the second.
That's a high arcing free throw by Lily Jex.
Right now, if you're Spanish Fork, the big thing to avoid is making sure Maple Mountain doesn't slowly pull away. Back at the top, here's Emily Allen, number 22, goes around a screen from Branch.
It still feels like Spanish Fork is controlling the tempo of the game.
Here's McGuire. McGuire with it back out to Allen. Allen gets it back to Branch. Branch goes around the screen. Pops up a three, that one off. Rebound gonna be one inside and whistles blow. We're gonna get a foul here, it looks like, against Maple Mountain.
It's gonna be on number 5.
And that's her fourth.
That's 4 fouls on Marks.
Do want to thank Two Jacks Pizza for helping make this broadcast possible here on Spanish Fork 17. Two Jacks Pizza, I think, might be my new favorite pizza here in Utah.
Blaney comes in for Marks. It's making me hungry.
Inside, though, Spanish Fork will kick it back out. Here's Allen. Allen getting a lot of touches. They drop it inside. Backing him down is Wilson.
Looked like a travel.
Travel is the call.
As Morgan Blaney just kind of pulled the seat out from under her. step back. Blaney actually thought she had fouled her.
Riley Tobiasen to the table for the Lady Dons.
Riley Tobiasen, I think she's a freshman, isn't she? Sophomore. Riley Tobiasen.
Jex thinking about it. She'll take the 3. That one was off. Rebound going to be controlled here by Elise Wilson. And Spanish Fork will set it up.
Don't leave her alone under the basket.
Wilson one-on-one, guarded by Blaney. Kicks it back out. Going straight up. Branch with the kind of the leaning floater. Floats it up off the backboard and in.
Branch made a move like she was going to run through the key. Stops halfway through, posts up. They immediately get it into her for the score.
Back over, here's Eaton. She takes a deep 3. That one was off. Rebound. There's going to be a foul, and I believe it's going to be Lily
That's
Jex.
Jex. That's her first.
Second team foul. Will be Jex there. As we get ready here, as the subs, as Tobiasen will come in. We'll see who's going. It's going to be McGuire to the bench for Spanish Fork. We want to thank MVP Sports for the MVP of the game. Should be named at the conclusion of our broadcast in the post-game show. That one's going to be lobbed over the head of Elise Wilson for another Spanish Fork turnover. That's really been the difference in this third quarter, Jerry. A lot of turnovers for Spanish Fork.
Yes.
Here's Lily Jex. Jex with the basketball. Spanish Fork staying in that 2-3 zone. They're going to make Maple Mountain shoot them out of it. That one almost thrown away. Eaton's able to get it. Goes around the back, kicks it in the corner. Here's Hain for 3. That one was long. Rebound controlled by Tobiasen.
You know, Spanish Fork has a height advantage. It makes sense to play that 2-3.
Blaney gets her hand on it as he knocks it out of bounds there. Blaney's able to keep that one from going into the hands for a layup.
Great hands, great job by Maple Mountain hustling back. Spanish Fork pushing the issue.
Inside, Tobiasen couldn't get it to go. Eaton pulls the rebound, running 1-on-2. Eaton in the front court, takes it down the lane, banks it in, no. Tipped around and controlled by Hain. She puts it up, off the glass and in.
You know, that miss by Tobiasen down here, that was a great play. You know, and if Spanish Fork would hit those easy baskets inside, they'd easily have the lead.
It's the third kind of easy basket there. That one off Blaney, and it will stay here with Spanish Fork with 3:54 to go.
Great hustle by Blaney against the taller Wilson inside. Has her job cut out for her tonight.
Carly Worthington in, Nicole Hain to the bench. Elise Wilson with the basketball for the Dons. Kicks it inside. Here's
Great pass.
Branch, and
great pass.
It's going to be a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist on that pass.
Gillies just kind of sees her in there, threads the needle, and gets it into Branch.
So Mackenzie Branch now will go shoot a pair. Branch at the free throw line. That one's good. Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. We thank you for your sponsorship of high school sports here on Spanish Fork 16 and Spanish Fork 17. It's great to be with everybody here on a Saturday night for high school basketball.
Branch leading all Spanish Fork scorers. She has 9 points. Wilson has 8. Cambry Hazel still sitting on 4 with free throws.
Branch hits the second one, brings it back to a 4-point lead. Cambry Hazel right now on the bench with 3 personal fouls. We'll kind of take a watch to see when she'll come back in. And now we'll
they're
going to
call Branch on that.
That's going to be
That's her third foul, so 3 on Hazel and Branch.
Those are 2 of the returning starters here for Spanish Fork. As now somebody gets to the table here, I would imagine that Branch might be coming out of the ball game for a little bit as well. Eaton goes right around Tobiasen, takes it baseline, goes up, drops it to Eastman for the layup.
And Eastman will hit that all night. She has been the garbage collector for Maple Mountain. Missed shots, she'll just put it right back in, always there for the rebound.
She's getting the assignment on Branch tonight. Elise Wilson goes right around Blaney, goes up, couldn't get it to go. Eaton with the rebound. Up ahead, trying to get it to Eastman running the floor. She lays it in, and it's an 8-point lead for Maple Mountain. That's their largest lead of the night. Timeout, Spanish Fork with 3:07 to go in the third.
Good
the Dons
timeout.
want to take a chance to talk about it.
Oh goodness, this is becoming just a run and gun game. During this break, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We got the Car Guys instant replay. State Farm Lance Wilson, great assist. Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Two Jacks Pizza. MVP Sports, we'll have the MVP of the game at the end of the game. And SFCN, built for speed.
Right here is with 3:07 to go in the third. This is kind of one of those runs here, just kind of taking a look at it, that you kind of see not what you wanted if you're Spanish Fork. You've been in this game. What do you do to slow down Maple Mountain at this point?
Wow, I think it's more about getting the lid off the basket for Spanish Fork than slowing down Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain, I still feel that Spanish Fork is controlling this game. They're doing great plays inside. They're just having a problem finishing.
You could say too, I mean, eliminating some of the turnovers, but the turnovers in the last couple of minutes haven't really been what has put it away. There's Eastman almost forced that, and she does force a turnover.
Eastman coming alive in the second half.
Right as I say that, of course. Eaton wanted the basketball, but it will go over to Ellie Eastman. Eaton tries to split the defense. Now she'll pull it back out.
Nice job stepping in by 23, Beckstrom.
Moving the basketball. Here's Eaton. Baseline goes up against Elise Wilson. A blocking foul going to be called against Spanish Fork. I thought for sure when the whistle came so quick that might have been the fourth on Liz Eaton. But it's going to go against Elise Wilson, her second, and it's going to be the fourth team foul. So now Liz Eaton will go to the line for a pair, looking to try to see if she can extend this Maple Mountain lead to 10.
And that's what Liz Eaton does best. She got Tobiasen on the outside, got her off balance, and just went right by her. Tobiasen, a sophomore, still young, needs to learn the flow of the game just a little bit.
9-point lead here as Eaton goes for her second. And she hits that one good, and it's a 10-point lead. Liz Eaton changed numbers during the offseason from 5 to 11. Kind of an interesting note. Here's a three on the way. That one is off. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Elise Wilson.
Put that back up. Put that back up.
Wilson spins down the lane and banks it in with the smaller Blaney on her right there. And
so Wilson gets two.
She's having a good game off the bench. Eaton in transition. That one rolls. That one rolls down, and Liz Eaton answers on the other end.
Wow, that's just deadly.
Gillies right around Eaton now as Spanish Fork will set it up at the top. Backdoor cut inside. Here's Wilson going up against Blaney. Kicks it back out. Allen for three. That one is long. Rebound, though, goes to Gillies.
Nice job, Gillies.
And now we're going to get a foul.
It's going to be over the back, Eastman, I believe.
So we'll see here, and looks like the call will be made here. We'll go against Eastman. Fifth team foul is now Branch and Hazel off the bench here for Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork's been really good coming in on the play from out of bounds. Gillies comes back to get it. Here's Branch. Branch will set it up at the top. 1:50 to go. Branch looking for somebody. Now Gillies will come and find her. Elise Wilson. Blaney reaches
tied her
in.
up. Nice job, Blaney.
Ties it
up.
Wilson
turned right into her, and there was Blaney to grab the ball.
Give Morgan Blaney with the Lance Wilson State Farm great assist and forcing that turnover. Eaton down the floor. Here's Jex in the corner for three. That one off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Spanish Fork. Here's Branch.
I still think she needs to keep shooting that shot.
Hazel with it now. Gets inside, drops it. Here's Gillies baseline against Jex. Back out, Cambry Hazel. She'll take it. Foot on the line. That was good. They're going to give her a three.
That's the first bucket for Hazel in the game.
Here's Ellie Eastman. Eastman with the basketball. Here's Jex. Jex. Morgan Blaney drops it inside. Here's Hain down the lane. Floats that one up off the rim. Rebound goes to Branch. 1 minute to go in the third.
That's how you break the 2-3, but you got to make that shot. Nice soft spot right between the elbow and the basket.
Branch gets it to Hazel. Hazel puts it on the floor. Now kicks it back out. Here's Gillies.
Now see, Hazel needs to just elevate and hit that shot. She's taller than anyone else inside.
Wilson there is going to get fouled as she takes it kind of through the heart of the defense.
Is that Eastman again? It sure is. That's two.
Second on Eastman. That's the fifth team foul against Maple Mountain. 39 seconds left on the clock. I should say the .1, but I mean 1/10 of a second.
39 seconds.
Branch there finds a nice wide open cut as Beckstrom lays it in. Give a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist there to Branch on the inbound.
Just those inbound plays have worked all night for Spanish Fork.
Eaton goes right around Beckstrom and hits the 2.
So Eaton now with 23 points, getting close to our average of 25 with 1 quarter left.
Jex reaches in and steals the ball. They're going to say a jump ball, and possession arrow will favor Spanish Fork. So we do want to thank the Car Guys for the Car Guys instant replay here on Spanish Fork 17. Cambry Hazel with the basketball. Spanish Fork will set something up. They got 9 seconds here in the quarter. Lobs it inside. Elise Wilson comes inside, goes up. That one couldn't go. Rebound going to be controlled out of bounds, and with 3 seconds on the clock, it's going to stay here with Spanish Fork.
All right, they're getting physical underneath. So inbound play for Spanish Fork. They've got this to work all night.
Beckstrom for 3. That one is off. Rebound goes to Hain as time expires. So we finished the third quarter here at Maple Mountain High School. It's the Maple Mountain Lady Golden Eagles 45, the Spanish Fork Lady Dons 37. You're watching high school basketball here on the Spanish Fork Community Network.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.